Hi everyone. So I'm here with the MLP level 2 Viva experience. That first of all, I want to tell you that my level 2 Viva, MLP level 2 Viva proctor was a ma'am. She was very good, very polite. She told me that the things that I can do in my future, and she had told me I'm not. For my experience, I had given two level 2 Vivas. In my experience, I found it that she is really good one. And actually what I had experienced that the person they are in the level 2 Viva, they are the industry experts, so actually they want that what the industry wants. So how they are asking you the approach that how the industry wants, but you are as a student, that we are all a student, especially for those one with the sole degree just after the 12th they are doing. So for them, I want to tell them that they are the industry experts and they want that what you think, what you will try to give to the industry. So she was actually, my experience, she was very polite and she told me so many things, and I was my viva was going like I'm having a conversation with a good teacher, like that. She was not asking me the questions rudely. The questions that I was not able to answer, she was supporting me and was telling me what the sequence means, what is the effect of it on my future coding and uh, on my future according to it, if I don't if I have to work on it. Okay, so these are the first questions. She asked me that show me your ID card. I had showed her the ID card, and then she asked me to go to your Kaggle notebook and explain it. So I took roughly 12 minutes to explain my whole notebook, all the graphs and everything. Okay, so yeah, the first question she asked me, that I understood that you had understood that there is a skewness. Okay, if it is not normally distributed, so what can we do for that? Can we give that data as it is to the model? So I said no. So yeah, there is an answer I had to meet for you. You can also apply a transformation to reduce the skewness, log transformation, square root transformation. Okay, so these are the things that you can do for handling the skewness. Okay, so these are the things. If you find it correct according to your data, you can use it. Otherwise, I had just search for the randomly on the LLM and on the Google. You can use your way. I had to give the questions are mine, but the answers there are not. So I had answered there that no, they will affect. So yeah, her next question was Her next question was, what will happen if we give the data to the model having skewness and outliers? So, yeah, the answer what is there, that for linear models, coefficient get biased, distorted since outliers pull the regression line and reduce stop meeting the normality assumption. Loss function like MSE are sensitive to outliers. For extreme points can dominate the gradient and skew training. uh, are distorted distance based algorithm knk means as svm get distorted distance calculation leading to poor cluster and boundaries. Mean based steps mean imputation standard scalar become unreliable since means and standard are themselves skewed by outliers. Overall effect, slower unstable convergence, poor generalization, misleading evaluation metrics, and lower model accuracy. Tree-based models are comparatively robust to this since they split on order thresholds and rather than raw magnitude. So what I had answered her, I didn't answer any of the given one. I had answered that yeah, if I give the same data, they will mislead. What I want, I will not get as what output I need, I will not get. Even I will get it will get in totally incorrect. I would want to say that it will get misleaded. If suppose there is a I had answered it that at that time I had answered that it can be get overfitted and underfit, not overfitted at underfitted at that time, but actually I want to say that at that time it will gone totally wrong. What we want, what at the end we need. So it will impact the, it will dominate. Yeah, it will dominate. I'd answer that it will dominate the, if one part of the data will dominate the other part and we don't get the reality what we want to know. That I had answered. Okay, now it's the last question that here. in the coding part. Yeah. Then she asked me the question, have you done the encoding? I had said, yeah, label encoder. So yeah, she asked me that let me understand how the model understand as these there are five religion, how model. Yeah. So how five religion, how model understand through label encoder. So I said that there is a Sikhism, it we should be marked as Z1, and for the Jainism marked as 2, for the Judaism it will be marked as 3, and so on. I had told her. Now, her next question what was, according to the model, now it's numerical. Can it now understand that as 5 is less than 2, not as a category? So there is no order in religion. There are religion values, but in value there is no order. She asked me. Yeah. So at that time I understood and I said no, there is no order. So she asked me, you why should you not use one hot encoding? So I said that at that time I didn't find I'm comfortable with the level encoded, so I used it. At that time I answered this. So any transformation with the numerical columns you had done? I said no, I had not done this. So she asked me, why do we perform numerical scalings? So I had answered her that yeah, standard scaling and is numerical scaling are done to two equal weights for distance calculations, and for I had understood it that for standard scaling that has been the larger values get scaled between 0 and 1. So for that we don't have to be means the data doesn't get too large, it get small, means we can bound it in the boundary. So for that it's very important. Okay. The next question she asked me, yeah, the next question, yeah, she asked me that you extracted features. Do you really feel that extracted features really impact the labels? So I answered yes. I had. I am finding the relevance with my columns that I had created at that time. Okay. Now she asked me, how can we understand that created column have relevance with the data or not? So at that time was my labels 0, level 1, level 2, level 3. So I had by the graphs and the things I had made her understand that yeah, they are created because in the May month how much the levels are performing. I had showed her. So these are the things. Somewhere I stuck, so she also helped me there. And the next question was, yeah, the next question was, have you done any correlation analysis? Yeah. So she asked me. So at that time, I said yes, I had done. So because the correlation, let me check the linearity also of the data. It's me linear, collinear, multilinear. So these are the things help us. Can you tell me why you use this for specific models? Yeah, that question is really very important because she asked me, the examiner can also ask you why you use this the for specific models. At that time I had given my relevance of the logistic regression like GBM and all these things. Okay. Now any parameter to handle the imbalanced levels. Okay, labels means any parameter that you can use to handle the imbalanced levels. At that time, actually, I don't have any answer. So I said sincerely that no, ma'am, I don't have any answer for it. So what are the best parameters, she asked me. I showed in my code notebook. So she asked me your score was 0.799, and was what was my cutoff was 0.80. So how it should be, you had crossed it. So I said that ma'am, actually when I crossed my cutoff, I didn't hyper tuned my data, but after the cutoff, I crossed the cutoff. I means after the cutoff crossing deadline, I crossed that cutoff at the last date of the Kaggle scoring cutoff. So after that, I had to hyper tuned the data, because this fact is important for the Viva. So then my score got 0.7999, so it actually got 0.00001 less. So she said, okay, why do you feel, what do you feel we can do with this analysis for in the real time scenario? So I said that this was my comment post data, so it will like the real world social media sites, that the comment, how many comments are relevant, means they are right, they are suggesting something to do, how many are just miscellaneous types and just spamming, and how many are helping, what they are suggesting, what's the view on the for the, at that time the Trump and all these issues were there. So what their view on the public, what their view for the government, all these things help us. This according to the data I had understood till now. Now she asked me, you know the learning rate, how it helps the modelize, she asked me. So learning rate controls the size of the step taken in the direction of the negative gradient during learning rate. And too high, the model overshoots the minimum and can diverge or oscillate. Too low, the training converges very slowly and may get stuck in a poor local minimum. Yeah, so basically I told that the little value will be, at that time I had told her, will be more accurate from my value. It may be it may be take time, but yeah, too not too low, but on the average it should be good. A well-tuned learning rate balances convergence and speed and stability. Learning rate techniques, step decay, cosine annealing, warm-up phases, adaptive optimizers, and actually I didn't answer such a deep one. I had answered. I typically understand the concepts and I try to answer it in my own words, because in that I will also feel free to don't learn the things, and to practically make the person also visualize. Sometimes I got good marks for it, sometimes I, the person, if the actually every time people try to understand, but sometimes I also face the issue that be specific with the words. So actually choosing the exact word at that time causes a problem. Now, next she asked me how cross validation works. She asked me, so I answered that the data set is split into k equal folds. The model trains on k equal to k1 folds and validate on remaining folds. That I told you many times, that repeating k times. So if the every fold is used once for validation and the scores got average. That's that the 2 points I actually used in my definition in my answer. Gives more robust estimate of generalizing performance than a single train test split. I didn't give that answer. Stratified k-fold, preserve class distribution in each fold. Important for imbalanced data. Common choice, imbalancing bias variance of the performance estimate against compute cost. Okay. Now she asked me that, yeah, she asked me that open your notebook, open a new notebook, actually she asked me, and write the code that you have to visualize. You don't have to run the code at that time. Okay, just visualize and import a file that is CSV and perform a standard scalar and numerical column on this standard scaling on numerical column of it. Okay, just you have to write the code. She wants to know actually that I means the examiner wants to know that you have, you know the coding or not, or you have just yeah, means you had done it or not. So I had answered, means I had written the code for it. Then she asked me, yeah, you know one hot encoding, do one hot encoding. Then I had done, I had actually I had done that. I had said that, ma'am, I'm not very confident with it. So she asked me, do imputation of the numerical column with the numerical columns, impute with the mean, and if the categorical columns impute with the mode. So that's all from my side. That's the question. And then I asked at the end. She was very cute, very good, very polite person. I'm really impressed. Actually, I'm very just a day before with my viva, I was really in a tension, very depressed that what she will ask me, what I'm really not very confident with my MLT courses concepts also. Actually, I'm not very confident at that time, but she asked me and she suggested me that what your concepts are good, but you have to practice more, because along with the concepts you have to practice a lot. And do the why you are using the model, always use, make sure why you're using, not randomly choose the models, use why you are using them, understand why you are using them, because these are the things that are very important. And she give me also many feedbacks in the between also. So I'm I was very happy with my viva, and after that I got the result and I was passed with the viva. But yeah, I want to tell you that she was very good. So be confident with yourself, be truthful. I always say to you in my videos, be always truthful. And these are the questions that I was asked. Some are on the slides, some are not on the slides, but I had told you orally. Just write it down or understand whatever by the way you can understand. Actually, sorry for that, the video is coming so late. Actually, I'm really disturbed with my schedule. I have to do a lot of work at the present time. So actually getting a lot of I actually getting a continuous comments that please upload a video, means upload the video on the MLP level 2 Viva. Actually, I want to upload it the next day. I'd uploaded the MLP level 1 Viva, but actually due to so many things getting on in my studies, so that's why I was not able. So today I'm uploading it. And all the best for the level 2 Viva of MLP. And you can do, I means everyone can do it if they want. Nothing is more greater than a willpower. And don't think anytime that there are comments that I don't know anything. No one knows anything in the starting. No one knows everything from the starting. We know as we walk. If we walk if we don't walk to the tree, we can't see the road. Okay, so if we walk a step, then we find the way afterwards. So be courageous at that time. Don't try to make fool anyone. Don't try to make fool yourself. Just learn. And if you don't know anything, just say I am still learning and I want to learn. Okay, so everyone understand that everyone can't know everything, but you must know the basics thing what you had used. And don't be nervous anytime that I can't do this, I don't know anything. We start with what you know, with the basic level what you know. And when you start learning, you will know you will reach the level the others are at. Okay, thank you, all the best.